Hi. Again. So my stream, like, just, it died. And I had a decent amount of people watching. I had about 4 people. I was not expecting that to happen. Well, I kind of was expecting it. It's happened past 2 streams I've had where things just fall apart, you know? But I am sure we can get everything back to the way it's supposed to be. I hope. Alright, let's go to main stage. So this is what I had so far. And I was making decent progress. My chat isn't showing up. Wait. I guess it didn't load. Okay, let's try something. Wait. Hey! There we go. I'm sorry, I just weird stuff happening. So I made some adjustments. I added a buffer to my stream, so instead of just internet cutting off, maybe it'll just stutter or something and then readjust itself. We shall see. Anyway, I guess this will be a part 2. This is part 2 of the jump kick. At the moment, we have the extreme sin, I guess. No, we have one. It's just one extreme, and then we have the in between. Sorry, I usually cover my mouth or people won't be inspecting my bicuspids or anything. At the moment, everything looks fun. So I guess I will copy this one, move this to the end, and I will make a recovery. I could recycle this in between, but I think it would be better to kind of go in a circle. So I guess the knee would be about here. And the head would be here, I guess. I guess I'll favor that. Instead of keeping it, actually that's fairly close to the other in between. So yeah, I guess I'll favor this for the recovery. This Truck Production says, the stream is back. Yes, the stream is back because the stream is being a jerk and just leaving, taking its ball and going home. But yeah, I added a buffer to the stream, so hopefully that'll help. But OBS has just been cutting off my internet. It's just cutting it dead. I have to reset the computer to actually get the stream started again. So I'm making sure there's arcs in the animation. This fist, this hand turns into a fist, goes here, and then it's gonna go back in about here and then go back into the original. I just hope this really is the jumping frame. I'm not sure if this is the actual part of the jump animation. If it's not, I'm in trouble. But I think it is, so. So this shoulder's here, then it's up back there. It's up with the shoulder here. I'm gonna use circles for the shoulder. Maybe a little bit. But yeah, I have had some problems with how this is showing on Twitch, but yo, I'm mostly happy that it's even showing on Twitch. Okay, this camera's not working. A minute, a second camera's not working. Okay, let's turn that back on. Deactivate and activate. All right. I don't know. I like having the second camera. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you can actually see my hand working. Screen. Alright, I think I have most of it's blocked out. Turn that off. That works. I'll add one more. It's Truck Production says, yeah, hopefully you can do something so that the stream doesn't show up as a rerun on Twitch. Yeah, it's weird. I'm still not used to Twitch, but like I said, I'm mostly happy that it's actually even showing up. Because before it wasn't showing at all. I don't know if it's Restream doing that, or if it's just the way I have my Twitch account set up. Save. No. Well, maybe. Nope. Don't take it away. Okay. Now that we have these, like everything blocked out. I love this. Goes here. This is a circle. This, it goes up and then it goes back down. This kick, this foot, this knee goes back, then it goes up. I could probably... Well, I did favor. It's kind of small. It works. I think it works. I think that's enough to work with. I'm gonna clean this up now. So I guess I'll start a new layer, and this layer I'll lower the opacity. And I'll keep this one. I'll raise that up here. Sharp Production says, but anywho, back to jump kicks. Yep. Beautiful jump kicks. Actually, just because, let's do this. Let's see if this works. Frame, new tag, set loop, section. L, jumping, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep all of these jump kicks on one file. So I'll just keep opening this back up. I won't have to reference so many files. I won't have to have so many files open at once. If I need to reference the neutral of the jump, I could just go back to this animation. Let me lock this layer. I still need some reference though, because I'm still not that used to how the character's face and stuff looks. So I'll open up another one. I'll open up that sprite sheet that I had. Because that's... Excuse me. That should be the easiest way to reference the way his face looks in different poses and stances. Alright, sorry about that. Right, I'm going to close... I don't need this anymore. Alright. Actually, I probably did need that. need it just to see where the... Okay, his head's facing forward the whole time. It's not even, it's hardly a 3/4 angle. It's mostly... Okay, it's 3/4 for most of it, but when he's actually attacking, it's full side view. Okay, that's the only thing I was curious about. So for here, it would be a side view. Yeah, sure, let's do a little Frankenstein. Why? Mainly for consistency. Right. There we go. Actually, that doesn't... I don't know if that works. But let's keep it here for reference. Yeah, that's not working. Don't need that for reference. I will look through these other... I will look through these other frames to see if there's anything even close to what I need. This is very similar to what I'm wanting. Hit him when my back itches. I don't like itching at all. I'm always itching. I don't like itching. Yeah, I think that's the head angle I want. Actually, this is very similar. That's a standing kick, apparently. There's no need to say apparently. Why do you say apparent? Wow. Yeah, that's Reptile. Reptile snake. In the Mortal Kombat movie. That's actually my favorite part of the Mortal Kombat movie, the reptile fight. And from what I remember hearing, that was a pickup scene. The addition of Reptile to the movie was an entire pickup. Like, he originally wasn't going to be in the movie. They added him in later. And to be honest, you could probably imagine the movie without Reptile in it. It's not that difficult. You don't really need Reptile. But it was, to me, it was the best fight in the movie. Honestly, the Shao Kahn fight at the end, I mean, there is no Shao Kahn. Shang Tsung fight at the end of the movie, it's weak. When he says, when you fight Shao Kahn, I keep saying, when you fight Shang Tsung, you fight an army. And it's like, these dudes just pop out of the ground. No, no, no. I wanted him to turn into everyone. That's what I wanted. I wanted them to be trading punches and blows, and then all of a sudden he turns into Kano. Then you get to actually see Kano fight again in the movie, and then you get to see, you know, Liu Kang fight, you know, himself a little bit. That'd be cool. Then he turns into his brother. That's my version of the movie. Maybe fights Sonya Blade. Like, he turns into Sonya Blade for a little bit and uses her moves. It would have been cool. That would have been a better ending. Instead of random warriors with weapons. We're dusty. We have dirt on us. This Trap Production says, no, I can't imagine the movie without Reptile. Come on, he was an added-in character. You could tell. He just shows up. He turns and says, Reptile, follow them. And then Reptile's gone most of the movie. And then he just pops up and goes, I'm bad animation, and runs off. Either that or Reptile was in the movie, but the fight was the only thing added in. That's why he turned into a human form. But I don't understand how they would get rid of Reptile if he didn't turn into a human. And would he just grab him and then strangle him and step on him? And have bugs fall out of him? This Trap Production says, I was weak. Shang Tsung took one hit to the face and then summoned other fighters. He barely did anything, and yet he's more dangerous than Goro. Okay, people say the Mortal Kombat movie was the best video game movie ever made. Until Sonic showed up. It actually got a decent sequel and a good movie. Yeah, Sonic's the best video game. I never saw Assassin's Creed, so I don't know. But I never played Assassin's Creed either. Tomb Raider. Actually, the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movies are... I don't know. They're watchable. They're like random missions and stuff. I mean, assignments. I don't know how people responded to the recent Tomb Raider movie either. I don't know. I feel like Prince of Egypt was Sands of Time. It wasn't horrible. It was kind of mediocre. That's the thing. It's a lot of mediocre movies. I don't expect them to be award winners or fine art, you know? Yeah, there's a lot of mediocre movies. Nothing's wrong with mediocre movie. It's something you have in the background on a weekend while you're cleaning up or something. Wait, I'm looking for the inside of his mouth. There it is. I just need this color. Color. Because I'm reusing this head, but I would rather it be edited to be unique than a complete reuse. You know how there's fan edits and stuff, like they made the Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader fight in A New Hope of Star Wars, like an actual fight similar to the ones in episode 1 and 2 and 3. You know, kind of bridge that gap. Is like, whoa, they're Jedi. They're going to be fighting like really dynamic and stuff. Instead, we got a robot man and an old man fighting. Which isn't bad, you know, but it could have been better. So, yeah, I feel like it could have been better. Now that we have deepfake technology, yeah, it would be pretty simple to edit some new footage and put it in the movie. That I don't. I'm sorry. It's like I have these ideas, and it's like this is a good movie, but it could be better. It doesn't even need the blood and gore. That's always been the thing that people keep saying the movie was missing, but I it just didn't display Shang Tsung's powers good enough. Because if the rules of Mortal Kombat are like, oh, I can have a bunch of other people fight in my place. The whole point was he was supposed to keep like the morphing was cool. I can imagine a shot of like the camera turning, and then it's like he's fighting. I already said this. I don't need to say it again, but he should have changed into other fighters. Would have been a better movie. Right, this has 2. Here. I've got to zoom back from here. All right, up this here. Okay. Oh yeah. This Trap Production says, I think the first Alien vs Predator movie is watchable. It's kind of weird. Ice, Arctic, Predators in the Arctic. The first 2 movies established that they only show up on extreme heat conditions like heat waves and stuff. That's counter to the lore. The second one is an abomination. I never saw the second one. I wanted to watch the second one. I mean, it has a Predalien in it. I mean, I want to see what a Predalien looks like. Plus, that's the Scar Predator. What's so bad about the second Alien vs Predator? From what I remember watching, people kind of were like, huh, this lady befriends the Predator and it's like doing sign language. They always make fun of the... And I'm like, oh, that's cool though, you know. He doesn't see her as a threat at all. That's really cool. It just showed... that's one thing that's good about that movie, of the first one, AVP. It showed that it actually had a human acknowledge that predators just don't kill mindlessly. They hunt. They're hunting for sport, and if they don't see you as a threat, they won't kill you. Like, they don't kill children or pregnant women or just anyone without a weapon, I guess. Except for that one dude who was getting dragged away in the first Predator movie. What was that all about? They just sniped him in the head. It's like, what's up with that? You put him out of his misery? Do I have to reason out the rationale of a predator now? Sorry, I ate hamburgers on my birthday, and I had some meat left over. We had 2 patties left over. I cooked that for dinner. Now, I guess I've got indigestion or something. I keep burping and I keep yawning. Between those burping and yawning, golly, just gotta cover my mouth. I still haven't seen Thor: Love and Thunder. It just got released on Disney Plus today. I don't have a Disney Plus account, but I know people, so yeah, I've been meaning to watch that movie. I just didn't want to pay for it, so I'll let other people pay for it. Because I did like Thor Ragnarok. I found it entertaining. It was kind of a character assassination in some ways, but yeah. Chris Hemsworth is a funny guy. They're trying to play to his strong suits. Even in the first Thor movie, it was like, there were moments where he was like, he's brilliant. This is hilarious. What I really wanted was kind of a Marvel version of Lord of the Rings, but we didn't get that. And Asgard's way smaller than I thought. It's just a floating island in the middle of nowhere. What's up with that? I thought Asgard was supposed to be a realm. It's just a planet. What? Because think about it. Yeah, it's just a planet. Not even really a planet. It's not 9 realms. Nothing makes sense. I'm overthinking things, I guess. That head looks small compared to this. Whatever. I think it works. Oh boy. Save. Not bad. Now I'm gonna duplicate this. No, I shouldn't do this so soon. I keep getting ahead of myself. That looks odd. Sounds familiar. What theme is this? Doppelganger. Final arrangement. All right, this works, I think. I need a background color. Because I can't tell. I'm having a difficult time telling if there's any holes here, like this. All right, that's weird. I'm gonna undo all this. There we go. All right, save. Oh, Smurfy S here. Says, what's up? Teal? Always go teal background? Okay, teal. Let me add a layer, new layer. This back here. I guess this. All right, there's some floating pixels. Block that. See this? All right. I hope you're doing well, Smurf. Yeah. I've already had the stream shut down on me. My internet just went out. At the moment, it's doing good. It's set to a 20-second delay. So it looks like it's working though. Everything's working straight up. I apologize for a 20-second delay. That means I'm going to respond even slower than I usually do to these, but it should stop the stream from just shutting down. Actually, it wasn't just the stream that was shutting down. My internet was just cutting off. And that's happened the past 2 streams, I think. Nah, I don't need that. Maybe this? Yep. Alright, I think I could draw an original frame myself. I think I understand what's up. Kind of nervous, but I think I can do it. Nope. I just place the eyes right. Everything should fall into place. And the nose would be here. Too small. Well, it's kind of got a smirk, so I guess I should keep that. Yeah, there's a lot of flipping back and forth right now. It's looking a little too small. Smurfy says, "Yeah, I've been noticing you've been having issues." Yeah, that's why I have these two-part streams. Because it's me trying to finish what I was working on instead of it just being a half of a stream, and it's like, what happened? Trying to figure out this hat. This flipping works pretty good. This is a jumping low kick. Yeah, the medium kick is a drop kick, and the hard kick is a drop kick. I'm thinking about changing up the medium kick, jumping medium kick. But he may want to change to jumping hard kick. Whichever. I'm thinking about it. Instead of using 2 feet for the medium kick, use 1. keep one leg in. One-legged drop kick, and then hard would be a double. I mean, two-leg drop kick. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Yeah, I will do the other jumping attacks. We need to brainstorm a little bit on what kind of jump kick. We either need to change to hard or the medium. Whatever the next one's going to be, it's going to be probably the drop kick. But the reference that he gave me was... Brian, I think that's what was his name? Anyway, I'll get it back. I showed it in the other stream, but not in this one. Okay. These are the reference attacks. So the low kick is this. Big Bear's jumping kick. I mean, Raiden's jumping kick. And the medium jumping kick is this Hagar. Drop kick. And the hard kick is I think this guy's name is Brian Battler. It's American sports team, King of Fighters. He has a drop kick. And I said these two moves are really similar. You've got two drop kicks here. Different form, but it's the same attack. So I suggested we should change one of these. Since they're the same move. I did some searching. I went to see what a few other big characters jump kicks were. See if they would fit. I couldn't really find any. Zangief, he has a drop kick. And he has another kick. We'll see. Let me get back to this. We shall see. Smurfia says, yeah, I'm working on jumping attacks for Chi-Chi. Pretty sure Marduk has a drop kick in Street Fighter Cross Tekken 2. Yeah. Seems like most big guys have a drop kick. It's just a, you know, wrestling move mostly. Yeah, the stream's working way better. Everything's straight up green right now. 238 kilobytes per second. So if the buffer works, I guess I'll just have to leave it. Shoot. Probably even drawn it right there. What is that? What am I doing? Shoulder? Okay. Got his hand bigger. Yeah, I've got a. From now on, when I make a character for myself or from scratch or whatever, I am going to plan out everything. I'm not just gonna just work on the character. I'm gonna plan stuff out. I'm gonna know what basics I want, specials I want, supers I want, everything. Because I spend way too much time just trying to figure out what I should do. I get stuck. I don't want to get stuck anymore. I'm sure I will. I'll run into situations where I have a move planned and then I'll want to use a better move. But Smurfy says, sent a clip of the dropkick in your Discord. Alright. Guess I gotta go to Discord real quick. Hope this doesn't slow down my computer. I really do. Hope that everything stays alright. Because, like, you know, my stream's been cutting my internet. It's kind of backwards. And he has a stomp. Low punch, medium punch, low kick. Well, the stomp seems kind of like a Marduk's stomp seems like a setup. He turns his back to the camera. That could work. Because even in the examples, like this drop kick, he does a drop kick for a normal. So it's I'm like, you could just like think about it. Zangief uses a drop kick for a jump, but it's the same exact frames as from his normal heart kick. So if he already has this, like, it could be used again, you know? Here, 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 here. So it's like, I know I'm cheating myself out of some money, but the move's here. It's already done. He already has a drop kick. The recovery's different. Like, he doesn't recover, he just lands, but... Oh, my hand's over here using the mouse. Let me go back to the chat. Smurfia says, yeah, it's pretty common in Capcom games to use a normal multiple times in character movesets. Yeah, even Guile's sweep is flipped upside down during one of his kicks. It's really weird. But, you know, to be untrained eye, it looks like a completely new move. I mean, it's upside down. It's hard to tell. I know that Street Fighter 3, they use some of the jump kicks multiple times. I think Gil or Urien, I think Urien uses the same. Actually, I think, well, maybe it's the first Street Fighter 3 game. They reuse a whole lot of jump kicks multiple times. Maybe they ran out of time or they couldn't think of a new one. Take this frame away. What does he really make these songs longer? They're around 15 to 20 minutes each now. When he first started, they were about 2 to 3, just probably one loop. Then again, like when it comes to the algorithm, on YouTube, you need it around 10 minutes of retention. So I guess he has that 10 minutes and a little bit extra in there now. Using the mouse isn't really that. Doesn't really put me into it. Actually, I feel good. I get really relaxed when I'm using a mouse. It's like it's a disconnect from the screen, you know? All right, get back in here. Oh yeah, I forgot these brass knuckles. I don't know. I'll add them later, I guess. Or I could put them here. All right, now I've got to put them back here. Alright, I've been streaming the second one over an hour. That's not bad. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Not sure how far I want to go with this one, though. Because I am kind of... I keep yawning. Oh, that's not professional. Are you a professional or not? Smurfia says brass knuckles hooked to his belt. Looks like they are in his pocket in one of the frames. Really? It's hard to say because, you know, like they're like on his leg. It's hard to say. I don't know. I really thought they were hooked up to his belt. Yeah, because they're like... They look like they're on his belt. But that kind of does look like they're sticking out of the pocket. But here they... It would be the top. Yeah, the lag is an issue. But it's stopping the stream from stopping. So that's good. That's good. I don't know. From what I can see, it looks like it's hooked up to his belt. And not hanging out of the pocket. I don't even see a pocket. All right, I am going to have to check the references. Yeah. Okay, but I only have, aside from the sprites. Yeah, it's hanging on his belt. Here's a kind of behind the scenes look. This is the original design right here. So it has to be hanging on his belt. Interesting. But yeah, they really should have did 360 turnarounds for this. One one picture is enough. Like, he has 3 buttons here, but in the game sprites, it looks like 2. From what I can... Yeah, it's just 2. But this may be the first initial drawing, so... Even if you look at Street Fighter 2 stuff, things changed from the concept stage to the finished sprite. It's like how Blanca, in the drawings, I think that he had hair not in the middle of his shin, but it was like to the sides from the actual sprites, finished sprites. And, you know, best example of things changing from sprite to concept is the colors Chun-Li wears. First, Street Fighter 2, her character select portrait, she's wearing orange and yellow, or red and yellow, like the Chinese flag, you know? But then they turned her blue. I don't know if it's console exclusive, but Super Street Fighter 2 Super Street Fighter 2. I was about to say Turbo, but there's no Turbo on Super NES. They put Zangief in his select portrait. They put straps on his shoulders. I guess that's so you know what color he's wearing, but he doesn't wear straps. He just wears trunks. Man, my allergies. Got me kind of stuffed up. Let's see if I can get this done a little bit faster. So I have 2 frames done. Well, 2 frames blocked out. It's not really done. I've got to shade, and then after I shade, I've got to clean up the line work. Fix the details. Alright, let me see if there's... I don't know, I don't want to draw this head again. It's taking so long. So let me see if I can find another expression. Nah, let me redraw it. Either that or I can edit the other one out. True. That is an in-between of this and this, so I guess it could work the other way around too. Yep. Get that. There, now it looks like a different frame. I just needed to change like 2 things. It's not in the same position though, is it? No, it's different. Yeah, it's under his shirt, so it's hard to tell. Oh yeah, Blanca's original design was Rasta, man. If you, one of the color palettes that he has is a fairly normal person. Yeah, I wonder if someone could make a game with all those original designs and not get sued. Property of Capcom, and it's like, nah, you never used it. Like Zubaz. That's technically Zangief, right? It's just a guy, you know, the heavy, muscular wrestler dude. You just happen to have a shirt that said Zubaz on it. Then Dive Kick went and put him in a game. I mean, no suing? No one got sued for that? I mean, it's in their archives. I mean, technically. Like, they didn't create the design. Like, Capcom created the design of Zubaz, so shouldn't some credit to the original designer be given? At least. Unused concept art. Okay. Guess this will work. Smurfia says, I'm surprised that Rastamon's gear wasn't used on Blanca as a crossover costume. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Like, there's so many other characters who got alternate costumes. I guess everybody just forgot about Rastamon. And his monkey. But yeah, I like Slam Masters. When it actually had a wrestling ring you could do stuff with. The sequel, a lot of people like the sequel more, but from what I can tell, people like the sequel more. But I really like the pinning and the jumping off the ropes and throwing people against the ropes and all that stuff. But it didn't they just wanted to make it more like Street Fighter. Alright, this attack is blocked out for the most part. Zoom out. Press play. Alright, this is something, I don't know, it may be too soon to be doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna edit this frame to be relaxing. Like, this is an extreme, so I'm gonna edit it to not be so extreme. I do this with Hyper Dragon Ball Z all the time. Don't know if this is gonna work. Really don't know if it's gonna work. I'm actually thinking it's not gonna work. That kind of works. Well, once I shade this, everything's going to look different anyway. That's the way I see it. I don't know what I just pressed. Smurfia says Alex and Giles should have gotten Biff, Slapovich, and Gunlock Holtz too. Yep, that would have made sense. It's like that connection. I don't know if it's official or not, but it's like Giles' brother, right? I think Gunlock, yeah, Gunlock is rumored to be Giles' brother. And I don't know, just because he's a wrestler, I would have, yeah, Slapovich would have been good. Slamovich. Is Alex gonna have to Slamovich? Oh, the palm of his hand is a different color? Golly. I don't know if I've noticed. I think I noticed that. On my other sprites, I'm not too sure though. So the thumb too? Alright, that almost looks like a new frame. Should add that. Okay, that's... it's not working. That looks weird. Right. Okay. Zoom out, see how this works. That works. Smurfia says, I think they said it wasn't true, but that was a time when Capcom wasn't being cool with this crossover lore. Yeah, that was an ending from the Street Fighter movie, live action movie game, where one of the soldiers ended up... Well, there's two things. It was the lore from the Street Fighter, like Blade from the Street Fighter game ended up being Gunlock in disguise. And then like in the US manual, it said that Gunlock was maybe related to a famous Street Fighter. And then he has a move that's called Sonic Punch. So it's like, oh, he's Sonic Punch. He's blonde, he's Caucasian. It must be related to Guile. It must be Guile's relative. So they didn't outright say it. It's like rumored to be. That was enough to run with. I don't know if the Street Fighter secret files confirms it though. I don't even know if the Gunlock stuff is confirmed still. But they do have a file for... They do have a... They do have a character profile for Gunlock and Blade. I think it was called the Shadowloo Network or something. Okay, that's 5 frames of animation. Uh-oh. Brass knuckles glitch away from existence. Okay, let's see how they move. That works. Out of all this stuff on the Settle In, this leg doesn't work for me. Ah, don't like it. Don't like his foot. This will either work or be too big of a change. Too noticeable. Chelsea. I think they said it wasn't true, but... Oh, so, okay. Like, why didn't Ibuki get a Link Kurosawa ult? You know, that's a good question. They're very similar looking. If they wanted to do lore, they could have actually brought Link Kurosawa back. Since Capcom owns that character, they could have brought her back in Plasma Sword. That would have been cool. That's one thing I like doing, making sure that good characters don't go to waste. But Plasma Sword was not a very good game. Like, Star Gladiator was good for its time. As a 32-bit fighter, that's a good game. Plasma Sword was behind it. It was outdated by the time it got released. I had this misconception that I looked at the gap of Rival Schools versus Project Justice. And I was like, okay, if Project Justice looks this good, I just assumed that Plasma Sword would look that good. No. Plasma Sword looked like a 32-bit game that got ported to a 128-bit system. It's like everything rounded out, but it still looked, it looked disconnected. The joints didn't connect. It was no bueno, no bueno. Let's see how this leg works. That works. The foot turns. Everything moves just enough to look new. So, yeah. Alright, I guess that's... Counting the other stream, that's about 2 hours and 40-something minutes. I'll either finish this next stream or I will finish it off stream and I'll start the dropkick next time. Let's save this. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with how that moves. I mean, it's a low kick, so I don't know if most people use low kick. Once I shade it, it won't look like it was edited from anything. It will look like a new frame, for the most part. Because I doubt that the shading will be consistent between all the moving animations. But yeah, 5 frames. Technically 4. But I'm cool with this. It works. So, I'd like to thank everybody who showed up for the first part of this stream, and then the second part. Smurfia says, it was weird. Plasma Sword was a game, a right game. Lots of moves, and the character lost moves. Yeah, this works for a low kick. Even if I didn't add that extra frame, it would work still because it's a low kick. You know, it's just a button to hit confirm before you could go into a combo. But yeah, Plasma Sword, it could have been better. That's why I like Star Gladiator more, because Star Gladiator is a product of its time, and Plasma Sword's behind the times. It should have at least looked good as Rival Schools. I don't know what the deal was. Plus also they basically made echo characters of all the other characters. Everybody gets an echo character. If I go by Smash Brothers terms, there's echo characters. It's like they're just reskins of the other characters with new voices and new models and I think new supers. So they doubled their roster just by recycling everyone and throwing a new skin over them. That's weird to me. I didn't really appreciate that. Like, part of me is like, oh, well, you get more characters, but it's like, I know there's a Ryu and Ken aspect, you know, you can let that pass, but everyone gets their own Ken. That's the best way to describe it for me. Everyone in that game got their own Ken. All the normals are the same. Then you get new supers. I don't know, I didn't appreciate that at all. But I like the designs. I like the fact that Capcom was trying to make their own space world and stuff, and I realized the history that it was from a failed Star Wars pitch. But yeah, this is done. So I'd like to thank Smurfia for showing up. Had a good conversation. Yeah, that Marduk kick was a good idea. I think that I'll pass that bomb and see if he would like it. That'll, like, that's the thing. The medium and hard kick, something's, one of them's got to lose to drop kick. Don't know which one. Drop kick, usually it's really good. I know Hagar when he uses it, and Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it's really good. You just dash into that, and it's like, wow. That's a good startup. Spurfia says it could have been Capcom's version of Soul Calibur. Yeah, they all had weapons. Most of their games, people don't have weapons. They're fighting games, that is. Yeah. I heard that Hayato might be the descendant from Ryu. So that's the same universe too. Oh, that means that Strider could have been a guest in Star Gladiator. But then again, even though Strider's part of the universe, the owner isn't Capcom. It's weird. Just because someone draws your character for you doesn't mean it belongs to him. Like, he's from a manga that they made 2 games of. But they put him in Marvel vs. Capcom, so that means they do consider him to be a Capcom character. I don't know. It's interesting how that works. Because they didn't own the license. I don't know. Kareen is from the... No, I don't have those books up here. She's from Street Fighter. I mean, Sakura's book. She became an official character. I don't know. Capcom, they're weird. Anyway, I'd like to thank Smurfia, It's Truck Productions. There was someone with a Japanese name from the last stream. I don't remember who you are, but thanks for showing up. You were in Twitch. Well, the stream's going on 150. But yeah, I got 151 subscribers now. So I lost 2 and then they came back. Or so people replace them. But yeah, usually when you say, I've got 550 subscribers, yeah, celebration. Some people are just they're gonna nope out just to say, oh, really? You have 550? Not anymore. Unsubscribe. So that's why I'll wait. But once I actually have a stable number to where a whole bunch of people won't nope out, I will make a stream where everyone who comments will be entered into a drawing for me to make a sprite for them. Very similar to the stream I did for my 500 subscriber. So yeah, once I probably get to 555 subscribers or 560, then I'll have it where I'll draw from the comments and someone could get a free sprite at the value of $25. Ooh. Spurfia says, that's like Sengoku Basara characters being in Teppen games. They are? Wait. Sengoku Basara is Devil Kings. That's owned by Capcom. I was like, Sengoku Basara is Capcom's attempt at making their own Musou games. And I have to say that I actually enjoyed them. They're good. I guess I didn't see any value on them though. Either that or they didn't sell very well, but they had sequels. I don't know. It's weird how Bandai Namco can make like all these Dynasty Warrior games for about decades. They're like on 8 or 9 now. And have the Samurai Warrior games, which are basically the same formula except one's based in China and one's based in Japan. And then Capcom, they make theirs and they're like, well, I think we got about 2 or 3. I think I'm good. We're good. Then they just stop. Sure, if that's what you want to do. But yeah, Capcom has a whole lot of properties that just untapped potential. But that's probably why Maximilian wants that Capcom All-Star game set he wants. Just basically the hyper fighting style of a Marvel vs. Capcom game with all Capcom roster. Yeah, that would, from a marketing standpoint, I think that would be good because Marvel vs. Capcom, just Captain Commando and Shinsei Otome, all those characters, I didn't know what games they were from. But then I went through the catalog of games Capcom had, and I was like, oh, I remember that character. I remember this character. And it actually added value to the older titles they had. So if they did make a Capcom All-Stars or Fighting All-Stars like they were going to, and they threw a bunch of characters in there that from other games that haven't had exposure, that'll be good for their brand. Like, hey, Sun Sun. That's how I found out about Sun Sun. I didn't know Sun Sun was based off of an old arcade game they made. But yeah, that's it. Ready to finish this stream. Thanks again for showing up. I will try to stream more frequently. It's just the setup's crazy, man. Sometimes stuff on OBS works, sometimes it doesn't. This camera works when I turn it on, or this camera works and they don't. Sometimes they don't want to work. Sometimes the microphone doesn't turn on. Sometimes I can't get the stream to stay on. And sometimes I'm just hungry and I want to get something to eat before I stream. Yeah, I'll try to stream more frequently. I need to get the work done, so. Until next time, I guess. I appreciate it. Be seeing you, stay out of trouble.